Hey everybody, I want to talk about a subject that is interesting because many of us who are either in sacred union right now or are looking forward to it, oftentimes are people who are interested in the high vibrational lifestyle, and we sometimes hermit or we're introverted or we require a lot of space. Especially true for creatives. We usually require quite a bit of space when we're in relationships with particular people. But there is a situation where you may find yourself in a connection and you require not much space at all. And this may come to a shock to you, especially if you're accustomed to needing a lot of distance from a partner, even living with someone. So if you're in a relationship now that feels very different, and you notice that you don't need to be so, you don't need to have so much distance between you and your partner. That is for several reasons. One, the people that you may have been with before in the past never allowed you the silence and the peace and the stillness to connect with your own thoughts. If you're around someone who is constantly putting a lot of noise in your field, someone who doesn't understand that it's okay to sometimes coexist in the same room and allow each other that peace and that serenity and quiet, especially in the mornings and the evenings. If you have someone that is always pulling on your energy and very draining to be around, that's also another reason why you may require more space in those types of relationships, because you just can't recharge in their presence. When you also are with someone who is not vibrating on the same frequency, then that also becomes an incompatibility issue, and you may want to actually spend more time with yourself because you prefer being by yourself and enjoying your own company, because they don't enhance what you already have. So those are just three reasons why you may require more space with one partner than another, even if you are previously used to needing a lot of space. Sometimes a person is just not meant for you, for various reasons. And so you will find yourself needing a lot more distance. When you're in the company of someone who allows you the peace and serenity to connect with your own inner thoughts, to have the stillness of mind to really tap into your spiritual practices. If you are, of course, if you're a person who considers yourself high vibrational, I'm pretty sure that you spend a lot of time with yourself in meditation, connecting with spirit, the divine, the universe, whatever you would like to call it. But it is a connection that requires you to be able to tap into it, and to be on the same vibratory frequency as someone means that you live your life in a certain way. And that certain way involves your being. Are you a person who has faith, who tries to put positive energy and good energy out into the universe with yourself first and then with others? Are you someone who genuinely cares, who has pure intentions and heart? Are you someone who anchors in joy and light and unity in this world? Are you someone who is evolving always within their own selves, and who is comfortable with growth and things? So when you're on those types of frequencies of emotion and just the way you live, you attract like souls. And so people can say opposites attract all they want, and to some degree they may. However, like attracting like, usually it yields a happier relationship and a longer lasting one, because that person understands who you are, because they're a mirror of yourself, basically. No, they're not your twin, and they're not 100% like you, and nobody should really want that. But they are mirroring back to you a certain set of mindsets, attitudes, and ways of being that are very similar and that promote harmony and alignment and a deep spiritual connection. So when you are with a person like that, you are comfortable being with them a lot of times, because even when you're with them a lot of times, you still know that you have the option to just be. You don't have to be performative. You don't have to constantly be sucking or absorbing something they're putting out that might be draining to your auric field. So this is why I invite you to take a look at my program. It's a 6-part series, High Vibrational Love and Relationships. And this is an instant download that it is on my website. I'll leave the information under this video so that you can find it. And there are tips and suggestions and practices and rituals and just lots of information on how you can attract a relationship that is high vibrational when you're in a state of evolving and healing and growing, and you begin to naturally gravitate towards people who are on a similar path. And so I would love to offer you the opportunity to download my series, and everything that's in there is based on experience and knowing, and it's very down to earth. And I'm, working with love and energy medicine as an Afro-Indigenous woman and also a divine feminine principle teacher is my calling and one of my life's purposes. So everything comes from my heart space. So I welcome you to check that out and to continue to follow me for information on sacred union, on ancestral wisdom, traditional teachings, on culture and medicine and all of those good things. So thank you for watching so far, and I wish you blessings upon your day.